Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the cabin. About a year ago, I did a video on the WeBoost cell phone signal booster. This was just an initial video. I unboxed it, I installed it, and gave it a quick review. That video got a lot of traction. Right now, I think it's just sitting over 93,000 views. So what I thought I'd do is do a follow-up video, a one-year follow-up video. Let everybody know what I think of it now, after I've used it for a year, and if I've had any problems with it or any other issues. And I also wanted to do some Q&A because I got a lot of comments on that video and a lot of common questions, so I'm going to go through those today. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to answer is, do these things work, and or are they a gimmick, or what's going on? The answer is yes, 100% these things work. They're not a gimmick. These are a really great device. There is a little caveat though to them working, so I'll get into that in a minute. But if you just want to know if they work, yes, the answer is yes. So the little caveat, you have to have some sort of signal wherever you are. And it doesn't have to be a usable signal, you just have to have some signal. So let me explain my situation real quick. I have a cabin, a remote cabin in the middle of nowheres. Without the booster, I have no signal. Sometimes though, I would get 1 or 2 bars of 3G, but it wasn't a stable signal. It was unusable. Sometimes you could get a call out or in, but the calls would drop. You might be able to get a text in or out, but that was about it. And like I said, most of the time I had no signal, so I got one of these boosters, and because I had some signal, I went to, when the booster is turned on, I went from nothing or 1 or 2 bars of 3G to getting either 4 or 5 bars of 3G or around 2 bars of 4G LTE. So either way, it's 100% stable signal. I never lose calls anymore. I don't drop calls anymore. I can text in and out, all kinds of communication, no problem at all. So yeah, no problem for communication. For me, I needed some communication out here. I'm very remote. Family may need to get a hold of me, and there may be emergencies. You never know. So my primary concern was having some kind of communication, and this WeBoost signal booster solved my problem. All right, before we talk about data, first thing I want to talk about is how do these things work. So we got up on the roof of the cabin. This is my exterior antenna. So you can see I just have it connected here with a bracket. And this is what's called a panel antenna. This is another type of antenna. This is called a directional antenna. These antennas are actually better. Now I have the panel antenna installed because that's what came with the WeBoost. And the directional antenna is a different type of connector, so I would need an adapter. I never got around to getting one, but I'm not sure if I'll actually change it or not, because you know what, this one works 100% fine for me. I'm happy with it. Now what you have to do is you have to point this antenna in the direction of the nearest cell phone tower, the one you want to connect to. I use an app called OpenSignal, and you can download it on your smartphone, and basically you can use that to pinpoint all the towers around you and their distance and their direction, so you can get this thing pointed in the right direction. So then as the signal comes in through the outside antenna, it goes down this cable here. This is just a standard coax cable, and then that goes down inside of the cabin. So then that signal comes in from the outside. So this is the coax cable. It comes in, it goes into this booster. Now this is what actually does all the work. So all this does is it boosts or amplifies the signal that's coming in from the outside, and then it sends that amplified signal through this wire, and then that feeds into this inside antenna right here, and this is what distributes the signal inside of your structure, in this case inside of the cabin. All right, so that's how those things work. Now another question that I get a lot is what kind of range outside of the cabin do you get? Like, can you use your phone outside? And well, the answer is no, not technically, because really it's an indoor antenna. It's meant to just distribute the signal inside. That said, with this booster on, I can still come out here on my porch, and I still have good signal out here, and I can use my phone out on the porch. But really, outside of the structure, it's not guaranteed that it is going to work. Now, another question I get is, does it work with all carriers? How do you connect it to your carrier? That type of thing. The answer is yes, it works with all carriers in North America. And no, you don't have to connect it to your carrier. That's not how it works. It's like I just explained in the last question. All it does is take the signal that it finds outside in the air, it boosts it or amplifies it, and allows your phone to connect. That's all. Your carrier, that's all set up on your phone. So you don't need to worry about that at all. It will work with all carriers. All right, now the next question that I got a lot was how far can you be from the nearest tower before it will work? And that kind of goes back to what I said before, is that as long as you can get some sort of signal somewhere at some time, then it should work. Because how far you are from the tower really is kind of irrelevant, because there's a lot of factors involved there. You know, every tower is different, so it all depends on the frequency, the power of the transmitter, whether there's buildings or vegetation in the way, the geography, even the weather. Even the weather can change how strong your signal is. So there's all of those factors. But to me, I think the bottom line is, if you got some signal, it'll work. I know people that are a long way from their tower, and these things seem to work great. For me, you know, I'm up on an elevation, and that really helps. If I go down in elevation at all, there's zero signal. But where I am here at the cabin, I can get, like I said, without the booster, sometimes I can get 1 or 2 unusable bars. So that was all I needed to tell me that I'm right on the fringe of the range of the nearest tower. Now, I've seen other videos where guys said they were 10 miles from their nearest tower, and they still got like 4 or 5 bars of 4G LTE. So again, there's a lot of factors at play there. So, okay, data speeds. People have asked about my data speeds. Well, my data speeds are terrible. But I don't think that's because of the booster. That has nothing to do with that. It has more to do with the tower. It depends on what tower you're connecting to. Again, towers transmit data in different ways. There's you know, capacity limits to towers, and there's all kinds. Again, there's a lot of factors involved. You know, urban towers, I believe, are connected to the internet, and they transmit data on fiber op. So, you know, you've got a lot of bandwidth and a lot of capacity there, and a lot of speed. Rural towers, you know, very rural towers, you know, still transmit through microwaves. So that's where you get, you know, some really slow speeds, and you know, that's just the way it is if you're connecting to a rural tower like me. I mean, I get enough to check the weather. You know, I can do my banking online. I can watch some YouTube videos in lower quality, but I can't upload videos. Like, for example, this video, I have to go to town to upload this. There's no way I could ever upload it out here. But again, that has nothing to do with the booster. That has to do with the tower. Okay, I think the final question that I get a lot is, what model do you have and how much do these things cost? If you go to the WeBoost website, I think it's WeBoost.com, you will see that they have 3 models available. The model that I'm using is the entry-level model. It's called the Home 4G, and it's currently right now it's $399 US. It's basically made for 1,500 square feet of space inside. The decibel gain is 60. It uses a panel antenna, as you saw up on the roof. Now, as you move up into the next model, that model is $549 US, and good for I think it was 2,500 square feet, and it has 65 decibels of gain, and it uses a directional antenna. That was the other type of antenna that I showed you up on the roof, so it has a little better quality antenna. And then if you step up to the top of the line model, well, right now they're going for $999 US, and they are good for apparently 5,000 square feet, and they have 72 decibels of gain, so, and a directional antenna. I would say that is probably, if communication is really important to you and you want to drop $1,000 bucks, that's probably the one to go for. But again, all I can do is tell you about the experience that I have with the entry-level model. And again, I'm on the very fringe of service here at the cabin, and for me it works wonderful. I have no problem. I have good, stable, solid 3G, usually, like I said, 4 or 5 bars, and then sometimes it'll switch to 2 bars of 4G LTE. And yeah, so I'm 100% happy with it, 100% satisfied. I don't have any problem highly recommending the entry-level model. I think it'll work for most people. Again, if you've got the money, hey, why not step it up to one of the next levels? It would probably perform even better. But that's up to you, and it's a matter of how much you want to spend. So guys, if you have any other questions that I haven't answered, drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if I made any mistakes or if I left something out, feel free to correct me, because there's a lot of guys out there with more knowledge than I have, and I love to learn. So drop me some comments below, and I appreciate those comments. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you're new, subscribe. Hit the little bell icon to be notified of new videos, and we will see you soon back here at the cabin.